S14 is for swimmers who have an intellectual impairment or learning disability. These swimmers find it hard to understand and apply training techniques and competition strategies.
Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success for over 20 years. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance. Expert advice and local service. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
One day.
It's why we're going to here. See you in Taupo.
Challenge yourself this summer at the Banana Boat Ocean Swim Series. Distances to suit all abilities. And this year hosting the New Zealand Secondary School Champs. So much more than a swim. Enter at oceanswim.co.nz.
Good afternoon, everyone. Scott Rice here, presenting for Sky Sport Next, live from Waterworld in Hamilton for the 2020 New Zealand Secondary School Championships, here for the first session of 6 through to Sunday, and looking forward to a whole lot of racing. These championships delayed a month because of COVID, so wonderful to have all of these swimmers from around the secondary schools of New Zealand coming to compete for their schools. In tonight's program, we start with the boys 400 metres freestyle, and we'll see a match-up between Bronson Lloyd and Ben Littlejohn, who dropped massive PBs last week at the short course championships here at the same pool, placing 4th and 5th respectively in the open final. And Sam Brown heads the 16-year-old boys in record-breaking form too. We move to the girls 400 metre freestyle after that. Erica Fairweather will be heading this event, taking the open title last week. Both her and Laura Littlejohn are in the 16-year-old final, and both in great form. Gina McCarthy will head through the 17, 18-year-old girls final this evening. We then finish the evening with the relays, the boys and girls 4x50 metre school medley relays, and the boys and girls 4x100 metre freestyle relays. So a nice action-packed evening for the first session of 6 of the 2020 New Zealand Secondary School Championships. Welcome in, enjoy the action. Please join me in welcoming our technical officials for this afternoon and evening session of the 2020 New Zealand Secondary School Championships.
One day.
It's why we're going to here. See you in Taupo.
to the 20 New Zealand Secondary School Championships. And I'd like now to introduce the technical officials for the evening. Our referees for this evening session. From Waikato. The technical director for these championships is Gavin Waikato. Day one of 3 here, 6 sessions. Day one of 4 actually, 4 days here. A session today, 2 each on Friday and Saturday, with one, the final session Sunday morning. And we're going to hand over now to the referees and starters to get us underway. Event 1 of the championships is the men's 400 metre freestyle. And we're going to start with the first of those finals on the blocks now.
Take your mark.
In lane 2, Oscar Strickland from St Bernard's. In lane 3, Jaden Wilson from Hastings. In lane 4, Sean Karina from Henderson High. In lane 5, Alex Dunkley from Avondale College. And in lane 6, Thomas Hunter from Auckland Grammar School. So underway with the first race of the championships. Welcome to all of the swimmers, managers, teachers, coaches, parents and officials that are here for these championships. We had a wonderful week here last week at the Short Course Champs, Open Championships, and a lot of these swimmers back for week 2 here at Waterworld in Hamilton. And looking at the times here, the fastest of 4:21 flat in lane 4 for Sean Karina, and ranging from 14 to 15 years here. So this is the first of the heats. Then we have the timed finals for the age groups, and that is, the next one will be the 13-year-old boys, followed by 14, then 15, 16, then 17 and 18 to finish up. So there is 6 400-metre freestyle for the boys. And good start here in lane 3. Jaden Wilson, and turns the 200 in 2:02.74. So that's a pretty smart first half for this 400 freestyle for Jaden Wilson. And lane 3 is still holding the lead here in the first of 6 400-metre freestyle for boys. Jaden Wilson here from Hastings boys. And in second place at the moment, Alex Dunkley and Sean Karina. And Alex Dunkley qualified for the World Junior Open Water Swimming last year, so that meet didn't go ahead, that champs didn't go ahead because of COVID, so that's a shame for Alex Dunkley, but he's in great form in the longer distances, especially the open water. And coming in, the timekeepers grasping the stopwatches, away they go. That is 4:13.62. That's a fantastic time for Jaden Wilson. 10 seconds under the entry time, and pretty good times for the rest of the boys too, well underneath their entry times too. So completes the first heat. And now beside the blocks, we're welcoming in the 13-year-old boys timed final. So just 2 swimmers in this timed final for 13-year-old boys, 400-metre freestyle for the New Zealand Secondary School title. And lane 4, Leo Arrowsmith from Botany Downs. And lane 5 from Linfield College, Kevin Zhang. Now these 2 swimmers, lane 4's got a 5-second advantage over lane 5 on paper. But as we've seen in the previous race, it sometimes doesn't mean a huge amount. These swimmers would have been out of the water or out of competition for a number of months because of COVID. And now, like we saw last week at the short course championships, many swimmers coming back and swimming times well underneath their entry times. So this for a number of reasons. They've had a lot of time to train, they've had a lot of time to grow and strengthen, and I think they're just eager to get back in the water. So we go through the 100-metre mark. It is Leo Arrowsmith in lane 4, just under the minute, and very, very close indeed. Just 100th of a second separating them at the moment. And welcome back to a few familiar faces here. The technical officials have literally just had enough time to wash the shirts and come back again. So well done to all of our volunteer technical officials. Got a couple of good night's sleeps and we're back into it again. But look, the pool is it was fast last week. We had some really fast times. So looking to get some really good performances this week. And these 2 swimmers still swimming exactly side by side, almost to the second. And at some point, one of them's going to put the foot down. We heard about the New Zealand record holder, Zach Reed, the open record holder, talking about staging some of these middle distance to long distance freestyle events. And what that means is sort of breaking it into parts. And these swimmers will probably break it into 100s. And distance swimmers want to kind of build on their first 100. So you don't want to go out too fast. They go out in what they call easy speed, which is when they've got a heap of energy and not wanting to really exert too much of that in the first 100, because that can sort of shock the system, can shock the muscles and kind of really get some early fatigue. So these swimmers, we're going through the 250-metre mark now. And going through that 200, they went through in 2:04, pretty much identical 2:04 late. And these swimmers, 13 years old, the 13-year-old timed final. And nice technique there by both swimmers, slightly different, but both looking over at each other. You got Leo breathing off to the left and Kevin breathing off to the right. And we'll see what happens when they turn here and whether they do in fact start breathing away from each other. No. Kevin Zhang's got quite a good tactic of breathing towards lane 4, whereas you'll see Leo Arrowsmith breathing only to one side. So he doesn't look at Kevin Zhang on the way back, which is going to be interesting. Coming down to the final 25 here, and it is Leo Arrowsmith, Kevin Zhang, and still neck and neck. Great finish here from Kevin Zhang. I think he's going to get there. Just gets to the wall. Great win there after just sitting in second the whole time. 4:14.29. And well underneath. Look at that. Almost 15 seconds under the entry time for Kevin Zhang. Well done. We move now to the 14-year-old boys' time final of the 400 metres freestyle.
Take your marks.
14-year-old boys time final of the 400 metres freestyle, and this is the 2020 New Zealand Secondary School Championships. It was postponed a month, but great to have this meet underway, and good numbers here too, about 650 swimmers from around New Zealand secondary schools, along with their teachers, coaches, managers, all the preparation that goes into it in planning. And a nice start here in lane 4. This is James Crosby of St Kitts. And lane 1 is Harrison Summers of Otago Boys. Lane 2 from Auckland Grammar, Justin Chow. Lane 3 from Francis Douglas Memorial is Daniel Calabo. 4, James Crosby, St Kitts. 5, Lan Hamlin O from Westlake. 6, Timothy Cherry from Hutt Valley. 7, Angus Blair, from Gisborne Boys. And lane 8, Bryn Drummond from Lincoln. So all around the country, the boys come together for this 14-year-old time final. And swapping the club caps for the school caps and the school branded swimwear. And a lot of camaraderie going on amongst the secondary schools. You often know who the best swimmers are in your school. And fantastic to see how secondary school sport has really developed over the last 20, 30 years. A number of ex-swimmers in the coaching teams here would remember when secondary school championships never existed, really. It was only really relay champs that they used to run. And now these pool champs and the open water champs, this year hosted within the Banana Boat New Zealand Ocean Swim Series, really getting some strong participation. So back to racing, we see that they've turned the 200 metre mark. It's Lan Hamlin O, lane 5 leads them through, 2:06.69. James Crosby sitting in second, just a second back, and a further 3 seconds back to Daniel Calabalt in lane 3. But now a change. This is lane 7 doing very well, Angus Blair. He's slipped into third. Angus Blair from Gisborne Boys, just off the pace, but not far. He's doing very well out there in the outside lanes. Staring each other down, and I'm not sure whether 4 and 5 can see Angus Blair, but he's just starting to almost touch, I think he might have, in first position there, just over 3:14. So 100 metres left to swim for the 14-year-old boys. Times in the program 4:22 through to about 4:32. And now, well and truly taking the lead, Angus Blair from Gisborne boys. 50 metres left to swim here. This is going to be a close one, ladies and gentlemen. Now you see Lan Hamlin-O from Westlake now eyeing up lane 7. They can see if they're going to do something. They're going to have to do it now. And a good push here from James Crosby in lane 4. All pushing it. Angus Blair holding on. Who's going to get there for the 14-year-old boys? Big racing finish to go to the wall. And it looks like just waiting on that. I think it was Lan Hamlin-O must have just got there. We'll look for those official results shortly, but you can see, I think it might have been Angus Blair there. I'm not seeing it on my screen, but we'll maybe see it soon. Angus Blair right there, 4:17.40. So Angus Blair taking second, Lan Hamlin-O is the winner, and James Crosby third. Well done. We move now to the 15-year-old boys, 400 metres freestyle. This is the 15-year-old boys' time final of the 400-metre freestyle here at the New Zealand Secondary School Championships, live to Sky Sport Next YouTube channel. So if you've got any friends or family of those people sitting in the crowd that want to watch, it is free to watch, free and live. Sky Sport Next YouTube channel. Google it, you'll find the channel, and you can watch it all live. In lane 1 from Pakaranga, Michael Hahn. Lane 2 from Taradale, Caleb Carlisle. In lane 3 from Lincoln, Hugo Rothel. In lane 4 from Auckland Grammar, Oliver Sargison. Lane 5 from Kings, Hugo Batchelor. Lane 6 from Kings, Chris Jiang. Lane 7 from Avondale, Jacob Lawrence. Lane 8 from Northcote, Ryan Tomoff. And a nice start in lane 3 and 5. This is Hugo Rothel and Hugo Batchelor, the two Hugos taking us out. And Hugo Batchelor takes them through the 125 metre mark. The first 100 they went through in 57.5, and their seed times about 4:12, 4:13 for these 15-year-old boys. And nice for some of these swimmers to have a couple of days off school, I imagine, to come away with their swimming buddies and swim for their secondary schools. In the name of sport, the name of swimming. And Hugo Batchelor just opening up that lead as we approach the 200 metre mark, the halfway mark. 1:59.47, so under the 2-minute mark. We should see, as we've seen in previous time finals, a good result here on the stopwatch. and leaving the rest of the swimmers in some dust at the moment. The two Hugos, we'll call them, lane 3 and 5. Lane 2 at the moment, sitting in third, Caleb Carlisle from Taradale. But we'll start to see some of these strong schools coming through. This is Lincoln and Kings. Hugo Rothel coming through for Lincoln. Increasing the lead here, this is Hugo Batchelor of Kings. He's now got 3 body lengths over Hugo Rothel. And some of these Auckland swimmers didn't feature last week in the short course because of the change of alert levels with Auckland. And now the timekeepers grab the button. 50 metres left to swim for these two swimmers. And looking an entry time for Hugo Batchelor of 4:13.10, which I think is going to absolutely smash, as well as take this title out for 15-year-old boys. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Cruising home for the title, Hugo Batchelor of Kings. And a 4:03.75, great time there. Hugo Rothel will come through for second, and anyone's for third. It could be lane 2. It is, no, Ryan Tomoff from lane 8 takes it. Well done, boys. We move now to the timed final of the 16-year-old boys, 400 metres freestyle. The 16-year-old boys time final. This one's a stacked one. Lane 1 from Kapiti, Alexander Sessione. Lane 2 from Rangitoto is Harrison Cook. Lane 3, Dominic Faulkner from Hamilton Boys. Lane 4 from Rongotai, Sam Brown. Lane 5 from Tauranga Boys, Gus Shivnan. Lane 6 from Burnside, Oliver Heaton. Lane 7 from St John's, Boston Haddon. And lane 8 from Tauranga, Cal Iggleton. Now, Sam Brown had a wonderful meet last week and broke a number of New Zealand age group records. And as we spoke about earlier in the program, Sam Brown placed 5th in the... Sorry, he won the 16-year-old title at the New Zealand short course last week. So in blistering form. The New Zealand age group record on this one, a pretty tough one, owned by Daniel Loader at 3:43.64 back in 1992. So a 28-year-old New Zealand age group record. And Gus Shivnan also had a great meet last week in lane 5 for Tauranga Boys. A little bit off the pace at the moment. Dominic Faulkner not far behind here from Hamilton Boys. So going through the 150 metre mark, there is, the 200 metre mark, 156.53. And there is a margin there of 1 second back to Dominic Faulkner. Gus Shivnan sitting in third, 2:02.72. And it'll be interesting to see how Sam Brown's time here. Did he leave it all out in the pool last week? Has he got more to give this week? That's the question. And now that lead just starting to increase, and perhaps it was the 200-metre mark that coaches and Sam himself decided, I'm going to build off the 200. Sam Brown, a huge talent out of Wellington Rongotai College. There, just near the Wellington Airport there. And surely they would have heard the news of last week with his performances. And a big thanks to one of our partners, Teamline. Now Teamline are up at the end of the grandstand, and you can see all their banners there. They've got the full range of swimwear, swim accessories. If you're seen some swimwear you like, or it's time for a new pair, head along and see the team from Teamline. You can check it all out just at the end of the grandstand there, or their website teamline.co.nz. And Sam Brown coming through to finish, and let's see if we can get him underneath the 4-minute mark. Just smashes the last few strokes with no breathing. 3:57.65 takes out the title. His entry time just below that, so a good effort there from Sam Brown. Second, Dominic Faulkner from Hamilton Boys. Third will go to Gus Shivnan of Tauranga Boys. We move now to the timed final of the 17 and 18-year-old boys, 400 metres freestyle. In lane 1 from Scots College, Curtis Malsop. Lane 2 from St Peter's, Tyler Tapper. In lane 3 from St Paul's, Ben Littlejohn. Lane 4 from Tawa, Bronson Lloyd. Lane 5 from Scots College, Joseph Stewart. Lane 6 from Rangitoto College, Samuel Poching. And lane 7 from St Paul's, Luca Zabel. Now Bronson Lloyd and Ben Littlejohn had some great swims last week, some PBs there. They came 4th and 5th respectively in the open final of this event last week, and so no surprises, they lead this out in lanes 3 and 4. And their times last week won't reflect what's in the program. Bronson Lloyd swimming a 3:53.83 and Ben Littlejohn 3:53.34. So looks like Littlejohn just a fraction in front there. So we'll see whether they can repeat that performance. Now that performance would have been done in the morning, so they're now in the evening. So that was in the final. So no, both evening swims. So similar environment, exactly the same pool, and they were probably swimming not far from each other in that final. So, but having a good swim here in lane 5. This is Joseph Stewart of Scots College. He's right in the hunt at the moment, staying just on the hip there of Bronson Lloyd. And Ben Littlejohn swimming for his school, both in the school club and here at the secondary school champs. And Bronson Lloyd takes them through the first 200, 1:54.77. So probably 2 seconds quicker than Sam Brown on the previous heat. He did a 3:57. So we could be on track for around about a 3:54, 3:55 perhaps. They could be stretched to get that 3:53 mark. And mentally coming back from that week last week, also a challenge for swimmers to come back, build themselves up for another really outstanding swim. They swum PBs last week. And really impressed to see how Joseph Stewart's going at the moment. He's got an entry time of 3:58.12. And Joseph Stewart doing a 3:55, so only about 2 seconds off the pace. And at the moment he's about a second off the pace, so he's holding on well. Ben Littlejohn just starting to decide to put the foot down now a little bit with 100 metres left to swim. 3 lengths of the pool now. And Ben Littlejohn takes the lead. And can we see a bit of a challenge again from Bronson Lloyd? 50 metres to swim. Ben Littlejohn wants to take this title. A great turn there. Almost took a body length or half a body length out of Bronson Lloyd. And these two swimmers in 4 and 5 are going to really have to come through in the final 25 to catch Littlejohn here. He's looking strong from St Paul's here in Hamilton and extends that lead into the final lap. He's looking great. Round of applause for Ben Littlejohn, ladies and gentlemen, the 17-18-year-old title holder. 3:51.91, great swim there. Great PB off last week. Bronson Lloyd coming in around about the same time or just under, but fantastic swim there by Ben Littlejohn and also Joseph Stewart, 2 seconds under last week's time. It's fantastic to see. Well done, boys. Well, exciting action there in the boys' 400-metre freestyle. We move now to event number 2, the girls' 400 metres freestyle. We have seven events here in this event, 7 races. We've got 2 heats and then 5 timed finals. And beside the block is heat number 1. In lane 3 from St Paul's, Milana Tapper. In lane 4 from Tawa, Charlotte Gibbs. And lane 5 from Barradine, Isabel Gibson. coming up to the 300-metre mark here in heat 1 of 7 in the girls 400 metres freestyle. We've got 2 heats here, and then we move into the first of the 5 age group finals, starting with 13, then 14, 15, 16, then 17 and 18-year-old category. And leading this heat 1 is Charlotte Gibbs of Tawa. And second, Milana Tapper at the moment from St Paul's, and Isabel Gibson from Barradine sitting in third, just. And these girls wanting to not only get points for their school, but to swim a good time, swim a PB. And most, if not all, of these swimmers in these championships will be joined to a competitive swimming club. There will be a few swimmers that might do other water sports like water polo and other aquatic activities. And a nice challenge here by Milana Tapper. Just starting to challenge Charlotte Gibbs here in the middle of the pool, and they go to the wall. And looking at the times, 4:35, it was Charlotte Gibbs that held on to the lead just by 1/100th of a second, and 10 to 12 seconds under their list time, which is great to see. Moving to heat number 2 now. Heat 2 of the girls 400 metre freestyle of event 2. In lane 1 from Pukekohe, Tyler Chapman. Lane 2 from Queen Margaret is Beatrice Fordham Duncan. Lane 3 from Burnside, Jade Vesti. Lane 4 from Otamotai, Emily Mahan. Lane 5 from St Paul's, Danielle Joblin. Lane 6 from Kerikeri, Amelia Feiner. Lane 7 from Waikato Diocesan, Sarah Gutzel. And lane 8 from Pukekohe, Kate Wheeler. Heat 2 of 7 in the girls 400 metre freestyle. Great start here in lane 8, Kate Wheeler from Pukekohe. She goes through first, 1:38 through the 150 metre mark. 2-second lead over Emily Mahan in the middle of the field and Jade Vesti. Nice handy lead here for Kate Wheeler in lane 8 for Pukekohe, flying the Pukekohe flag. And in the middle of the pool, it is Emily Mahan from Otamotai, and Burnside is Jade Vesti. And now the thing with timed finals is if any swimmers within the age groups do a super fast time in these first 2 heats, they can get themselves on the podium. So the swimmers in the time finals cannot rely on simply winning the event. They have to make sure and keep an eye, I guess, on the times of the swimmers of the same age in earlier races. And it's a bit of a tricky one. But the entry times that these swimmers put in are times that would have come out of the Swimming New Zealand system, or a system which produces their fastest time over the most recent, maybe 6 to 12 months perhaps. So it's reasonably accurate to their performance. It's not a time they've done years ago. And 50 metres to swim for Kate Wheeler here in heat number 2. Coming through to take out heat number 2 from start to finish, almost Kate Wheeler takes it in 4:29.09, and that is 14 seconds under her entry time. Second to the wall will be Jade Vesti, third Emily Mahan. All of these girls have done pretty handy times this afternoon. We move now to the first of our timed finals, and beside the block is the 13-year-old girls. Away we go, 5 girls in this event for the 13-year-old girls title, 400-metre freestyle. In lane 2 from Matamata is Lucy Lawrence. Lane 3 from Mount Maunganui is Monique Bartlett. Lane 4 from Maclean's is Danielle Asiata. Lane 5 from Kalamba is Clara Penamina. Lane 6 from Waikato Dawson is Sophie Hay. Strong start in lane 4 from Danielle Asiata. She's got just under a body length over lane 2's Monique Bartlett from Mount Maunganui. And many of these swimmers, as we've said, have this is week 2 for racing for them here at Waterworld in Hamilton. And great to be taking this coverage, this racing live to the world on skysportnext YouTube channel, with the wonderful team at the Stream Shop. And that lead holding about where it was, and it is Monique Bartlett from Mount Maunganui just holding on to the feet of Danielle Asiata here. In lane 6, Sophie Hay is in at third at the moment. Clara Penamina in 5. And the seed time's about 4:37 here, but we've already seen younger girls, well, girls in earlier heats go well underneath 4:30. These are the 13-year-old girls, so hopefully we'll see around mid-4:30s. And they went through the 200-metre mark in 2:11.80. That was Danielle Asiata. A 3-second margin over Monique Bartlett. So that's what a 3-second margin looks like, ladies and gentlemen. And probably about 2.5 seconds back to Sophie Hay in 6. Going through the 250-metre mark. 6 lengths of the pool to swim. And good middle distance swimmers will start to even up those splits. So what you'll find is the 50-metre times that these swimmers will be swimming starts to kind of settle around the 200-metre mark, and you hopefully see those times remain consistent through to the 350-metre and often see that final 50 quite a bit quicker, with just that surge of energy through to the finish line, the crowd noise, just the anticipation of finishing, the fact that they can just stop at the end of 16 laps. This is a short course pool, and what that means for the viewers at home, it is a 25-metre pool as opposed to the Olympic 50-metre pool. Typically you'd swim 8 lengths for 400 metres in a Olympic-sized 50-metre pool, and this time a 16-lap race as they come through to the 350-metre mark. 2 lengths to go here for Danielle Asiata. And the thing that's so important in a 25-metre pool is the fact that there is 15 tumble turns instead of 7 tumble turns. So if you are better at tumble turning, you're better off the wall, better streamlined, it can make a huge difference to the overall time and performance. Danielle Asiata coming through to win the 13-year-old girl title for the 400 metres freestyle. And I think a little bit of a gain been made there by Monique Bartlett, but a round of applause for Danielle Asiata from Maclean's. And Monique Bartlett from Mount Maunganui. Third will go to lane 6, Sophie Hay from Waikato Diocesan. And well done to our 13-year-old girls. 4:33.39, 4 seconds underneath the entry time, and some smiles there in the middle of the pool. Looks like they're pretty happy. We move now to the 14-year-old girls timed final 400 metres freestyle. Fourteen-year-old girls time final 400 metres freestyle. In lane 1 from Stratford, Heidi Sextus. Lane 2 from John Paul is Nikita Pola. Lane 3 from Wellington East, Neve Tasaka. Lane 4 from Mount Maunganui, Talita McEwen. Lane 5 from Dio School, Eva Allen. Lane 6 from Pukekohe is Amani Tahaya. Lane 7 from Botany Downs, Danielle Curlett. Lane 8 from St Kent's, Olivia Sweetman. And in the middle of the pool, she was an age group winner in this event last week at the New Zealand Short Course Championships. Talita McEwen from Mount Maunganui is on paper head and shoulders above the rest of the field, and already taken a 1.5 body length lead through the 100 metre mark. 1:02.33. She'll be part of the swimming royalty at Mount Maunganui College. Swimming at Bay Wave there for the Mount Maunganui swim team. That was successful in winning the relays last week. A great team there from Evolution. And looking for second and third now as they go through the turn of the 150 metre mark. Eva Allen in 5 is second. Amani Tahaya is third and sixth, but not much in it. Now make sure you pop along to Teamline this evening and over the next 3 days. Teamline are the official apparel and swimwear partner of Swimming New Zealand. They are based at the end of the grandstand there. You can see their bright blue banners. They've got all the latest swimwear, goggles, swim accessories for you to check out. And you can check out their range at teamline.co.nz as well. ...200-metre mark, 2:09.33 for Talita McEwen. 4 seconds back to Eva Allen and Amani Tahaya. And just in a holding pattern there, lane 3, that's Neve Tasaka from Wellington East. She's sitting right there and wanting to hold on here to get on the podium. Doing it all on her own out the front here is Talita McEwen from Mount Maunganui. She turns through the 300-metre mark in 3:16.20. Her time last week of 4:21.86. 4:21.86, that's the time she'll be looking for. She'll have to do a 1:06 final 100. As she comes up to turn for home for the final 50. Some vocal support here in the crowd for Mount Mauganui's Talita McEwen and other swimmers across the field. She turns in 3:49.26. She'll want to do a 31 second to get under that 4:20. Let's see what she can do in the final 25. Let's give it up for Talita McEwen, ladies and gentlemen. She's going to easily win the 14-year-old girls' secondary school national title here at Waterworld in Hamilton. She touches the wall, 4:21.44, and that is 0.4 of a second faster than her win last week. And in for second, it was Danielle Curlett. No, it wasn't, Neve Tasaka. Neve Tasaka takes second. Eva Allen just slenderly into third. So well done, girls, as they all finish that 14-year-old time final. And a little looking at the replay. Easy win there for Talita McEwen. And not pushed, but great to see a faster time than last week. And we move now to the time final of the 15-year-old girls, 400 metres freestyle. Fifteen-year-old girls, time final, 400-metre freestyle here at the 2020 New Zealand Secondary School Championships. And in lane 1 from Samuel Marsden, SD Jacobs. Lane 2 from Rangitoto is Charlie Toos. Lane 3 from Rangitoto is Summer Osborne. Lane 4 from ACG Tauranga, Lucy Bartlett. Lane 5 from Tauranga Girls, Kira Allett. Lane 6 from Queen Margaret's, Pippa Nicol. And lane 7 from Pakaranga, Ella Crow. Lane 8 from Northcote, Morgan Ruderhoff. Now in lane 5, Kira Allett, she was in the age group final last week. She finished in 4:17.92. But a faster entry time, Lucy Bartlett in lane 4. She records a 4:15.92 from ACG Tauranga in 4, but already Kira Allett has taken the lead, and in lane 6, Pippa Nicol from Queen Margaret's. Beautiful long loping technique of Kira Ellett in lane 5. She's breathing on both sides. Beautiful symmetrical stroke here. And minimum movement of the head at the breath. You have a look at the breath. The head is very nice and low in the water. She's turning on the axis, not bringing that head up to breathe. That's a great way to kind of keep that rhythm going and reduce the drag on the stroke. And let's face it, swimming is all about technique, and that technique is about reducing the drag. The more drag, the more effort the swimmer has to put in, and the harder it is to make your way through the water. So everything the swimmer does, everything the coach will teach will be about keeping a nice technique with a strong pull underneath the water, relaxed recovery. And you look across the pool at all the different types of techniques, and these techniques come from when these swimmers are very, very young. And often a technique will cement itself at about sort of between 10 and 12, and it can take, after that time, it takes a real concerted effort by a coach and a swimmer to change those habits. So very important in early age, these swimmers, to get a good technique. And looking at the field, it is Kira Ellett in first. She leads them through in 2:09.47. Pippa Nicol is trailing by 2 seconds, and further 2 seconds back to Lucy Bartlett, who sits in third. And nice to see Lucy Bartlett just start to battle her way up the field a bit here. She's a bit of a deficit to make up in lane 4. Kira Ellett coming up to the final turn to 50 for home. .350.91 and 4:22.34. She did 4:17.92 last week. So must have had a good PB last week, Kira Ellett. She's going to storm home for the win here in the 15-year-old girls. Put your hands together for Kira Ellett, ladies and gentlemen. She comes in, she has a bit of a look up at the front, but she's going to touch first. 4:23. Second goes to lane 6, Pippa Nicol. Third to Lucy Bartlett in lane 4. So well done to Kira Ellett. We move now to the 16-year-old girls timed final of the 400 metres freestyle. Moving now to the 16-year-old girls time final of the 400 metre freestyle here at the 2020 New Zealand Secondary School Championships, Waterworld in Hamilton. In lane 1 from Sacred Heart, Jordan Williams. In lane 2 from Dysison School, Jessie Welsh. Lane 3 from Tawa, Jenna Ralston-Larking. Lane 4 from Kavanagh, Erica Fairweather. Lane 5 from St Paul's, Laura Littlejohn. Lane 6 from Otago Girls, Madison Wills. Lane 7 from Mount Maunganui, Lily Cooney. And lane 8 from St Margaret's, Maisie Perriam. And Erica Fairweather winning. She won the Open event last week at just 16 years of age, a name becoming very familiar to the sporting world in New Zealand. Erica Fairweather, the junior world champion, and cleaned up a number of titles last week. She was disappointed with her 400 metre freestyle. In interviewing her after that event, she was very, very disappointed. So it'll be interesting to see what she can do today. She would have learnt a lot from that. She said she went out pretty hard, but that's typically the way she goes. And from the deep south there, they breed them tough. They do a lot of mileage down there, so you wouldn't expect endurance to be a problem. But she came back and bounced back in the 800 very, very well. Won a number of other events as well. This is Erica Fairweather. Laura Littlejohn missing from lane 5, so Erica Fairweather got it all on her own at the moment. Jenna Ralston-Larking sitting in lane 3 from Tawa on the inside, but as you look to your program for the people that are here at Waterworld, 4 minutes, 0.43 is the time, the second fastest seed at 4:24. So a 24-second margin. That'll be over a length, well over a length by the time we're finished. But her time last week, 4:06 to win the national title. She'd be doing very well indeed to get underneath that. If she gets close to 4 minutes, she'd be doing very well. The New Zealand age group record for this age is held by herself, 4:04.33. So we'll see if we can get through to a New Zealand age group record. Wouldn't that be great on day one? And we'll be looking for really second and third on the podium here for the girls' 16-year-old title. Looking at the 200 metre time for Erica Fairweather, 2 minutes, 0.11. Now, you'd expect that to slow down. She obviously had the dive and the initial burst of energy in the first 100. But we'd hope that we can get a 2:05, 2:06 maybe for that second 200. And have seen Laura Littlejohn here, so we will see her later in the championships. And this is a nice, really good hit out here for the national champion. And from Kavanagh. And we look at the time with 50 metres to swim. Erica Fairweather, let's make some noise, Waterworld. Let's see if we can get her down to a good time. She is doing a great job here. She's going to easily win the 16-year-old girls' national title. 3:55, 3:56, the time clicks over. She's going to do way faster than last week. She should be happy with us. She comes to the wall. 4:02, a new New Zealand 16-year-old age group record for Erica Fairweather. She's very happy indeed. A look of surprise on the face as she looks up at the board. But great to kick off the meet with the fastest time she's ever swum. New Zealand 16-year-old age group record for Erica Fairweather, and looking for second, lane 1 here. Jordan Williams from Sacred Heart might just get there. We'll get a word with Erica Fairweather and have a quick chat. And looking for, it is second, Jordan Williams, 4:29.99. Madison Wills from 6th is third. We'll get to catch a word with Erica Fairweather. Well done, Erica. Congratulations. What a great swim after, you were disappointed last week at the New Zealand short course, but you've redeemed yourself in a big way.
Yeah, definitely. I think this time I was a bit more relaxed and ready to race.
4:02, 4:06 last week. Is this a lifetime best for you?
Yeah, sure, it is.
New Zealand 16-year-old age group record, so you had that previously, you've lowered it by 2 seconds. That's fantastic work. Anything else on the program for this evening?
No, I'm done for tonight.
Well, great start and all the best for the rest of the championships. We move now to the last of the time finals for the women's 400 metres freestyle. It is the 17 and 18-year-old girls. Will just be changing over a touchpad in lane 7. And so looking at this event here, 17 18-year-old girls, it's a combined timed final, so we've got one 18-year-old, that is Gina McCarthy in the middle of the pool there, from Waikato Diocesan. She's got some good vocal support, and then 17-year-olds across to the rest of the field. But what a great way to start this champs for Erica Fairweather. As she said, the pressure must have got through her there. It was one of the first events of the champs last week, and this time pressure off, no one alongside her, swimming on her own. But now we're ready to roll, I think, in a few minutes' time, just getting things organised here. And Gina McCarthy has a good advantage on the program, but we'll wait and see. In lane 1 from Pakuranga, Caitlin Green. In lane 3, sorry, that was lane 2. Lane 3 from Morrinsville, Jordan Rogers. Lane 4 from Waikato Diocesan, Gina McCarthy. Lane 5 from Mount Maunganui, Molly Shivnan. Lane 6 from Havelock North, Sarah Burkett. And lane 7 from Hillcrest, Emma Maltzad. And Gina McCarthy collected a handful of age titles last week, and sitting firmly in lane 4 with an advantage of 5 seconds over the rest of the girls in this 17 18-year-old time final, 400 metres freestyle. 16 lengths of the pool, coming up to the first 100 here, and we'll want to see around about the minute here for Gina McCarthy. Turns just over 101, 101 and a half. Now, probably some inspiration coming from the previous race with Erica Fairweather. Gina McCarthy, her first swim of the championships, will want to get away to a good one. And the first swim's an important one. It sets a swimmer up for the rest of the champs from a mental perspective more than anything else. I mean, if a swimmer doesn't quite reach their best in their first event, or has a less than desirable performance, I guess you'd say, then it's a bit of a challenge mentally to try and get the headspace where it needs to be for the rest of the champs. So all swimmers will understand what that's like. A good hit out on the first one is very, very important. And starting to come up a little bit now. This is Molly Shivnan from Mount Maunganui. On the dais a number of times last week. She won the gold in the relay for Mount Maunganui last week. And coming through the 200-metre mark, 250-metre mark, 2:40.38. And that 200 for Gina McCarthy, 2:07.43. And 2 seconds off the pace is Molly Shibnan. Jordan Rogers in third from Morrinsville. And this the final national championship meet for 220 after what's been a challenging year for competitive swimmers. Lots of training, not a lot of racing really. And so we heard some of the comments from swimmers last week about how fantastic it's been for them to get back in the pool, get racing again and use some of that training and preparation. And coming through to the 350-metre mark, Gina McCarthy. She'll turn for home. She's got that still probably 2.5 second lead over Molly Shibnan. And she turns in 3:46.74. Entry time of 4:11. We'll see how we go. We could be looking at more of a 4:20 here. $4:18.83, a good last start. 50 at 32.09 for Gina McCarthy. Molly Shibnan will take second, and coming through for third will be Jordan Rogers of Morrinsville. Touches there. This is a 17, 18-year-old girls 400-metre freestyle.
Challenge yourself this summer at the Banana Boat Ocean Swim Series. Distances to suit all abilities. And this year hosting the New Zealand Secondary School Champs. So much more than a swim. Enter at oceanswim.co.nz.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 220 New Zealand Secondary School Championships here live on skysportnext YouTube channel from Waterworld in Hamilton. We move now to the first of our relays. This is event 3, the 4x50 metre medley for boys under 16. And just 2 teams in this event. Lane 3, Hamilton Boys High School B team. This is Vincent Creswell in the water. And in lane 5 is Palmerston North Boys High School B team and Joshua Carroll starting the backstroke. So it's and into the water now. Doing the breaststroke leg is Miles Julian and Jason Sang in 5. Now the order of a medley relay differs from the individual medley. Backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, freestyle for the medley relay, and butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle for the individual event, which is quite odd. We start with the backstroke, of course. And a good breaststroke leg there by Joshua Tsang from Palmerston North B. Into the butterfly leg, Ryan Stott in lane 5 and Cameron Roberts in lane 3. And always a good one to win, always lots of team chanting and a little bit more noise generally for the relays. And these swimmers relying on nice tight changeovers. They often, swimmers that have done a few relays will understand how they can start their sort of launch from the block before the swimmer actually touches the wall. It's only their feet need to be on the block when they touch the wall. So there are pressure pads and systems on the block, so the officials are looking at it, but also the system can tell whether someone's left the block beforehand. And here we come with the first of two timed finals, and it is Palmerston North Boys B with Blake Chase taking it through to win there with Elijah Singleton second. And next up, it is a full heat, lane 1 through 8, and it is the second of the time finals of the under 16 4x50 metre medley relay for boys. In lane 1, Auckland Grammar School B team. In lane 2, St Kennigan's College A. Lane 3, Palmerston North Boys High School A. Lane 4, Auckland Grammar A. Lane 5, Hamilton Boys High School A. Lane 6, Maclean's College A. Lane 7, New Plymouth Boys High School A. And lane 8, Rangitoto College A. And a nice start there in lane 3 is Alex Odom for Palmerston North Boys. Heads into the water first, into the breaststroke leg. This is Ian Sui in 3, Jackson Kennard in 4, and Matthew Brunning in 5 for Hamilton Boys. Great swim here. In lane 4 coming through is Jackson Kennard from Auckland Grammar School. Picks up the margin there. And into the butterfly, this is Alexander Willis, Oliver Sargison and David So. David So, very talented swimmer and did a great job last week. In the middle of the pool, this is Palmerston North Boys, Auckland Grammar in 4, Hamilton Boys in 5, the powerhouse colleges from around the country. Auckland Grammar School will lead them into the final 50 metre freestyle. Edward Joe from Auckland Grammar. He's got some work to do with Cole Phillips on the inside in 3. Cole Phillips coming strongly. Cole Phillips versus Edward Joe. Palmerston North Boys versus Auckland Grammar. Auckland Grammar may hold on here. Auckland Grammar's got this, I think. They do indeed by 0.08 of a second. Auckland Grammar win it. Palmerston North Boys in second, and it was New Plymouth Boys in third. We move now to event number 4, the 4x50 metre medley relay for girls under 16. There are 3 timed finals, and beside the block is time final number 1. In lane 3 from St Mary's College, Ponsonby, is the B team, and 4 is the B team for Waikato Diocesan School. And lane 5 is the A team of St Mary's College in Ponsonby. So 2 of the schools there, A team and a B team in lane 3 and 5. And lane 5 coming strongly. This is Manutio Whalongo. And Elisa Joint Rotondo in lane 3. And now into the breaststroke leg, it is Ariel Pakenham and Anna Lapua in lane 5 for the breaststroke. Butterfly leg here, Molly Rogers from St Mary's College, Ponsonby A, and flying into the freestyle is Mia Elsmore. Mia Elsmore flying into the freestyle. 1.5 lengths to swim, well in front here, and the rest of the team managers will be scribbling down times, because we have to watch that these are time finals. And the teams in the latter heats will need to be surpassing the times of these earlier time finals. In we come to touch 2:10 flat, and that is 11 seconds under the seed time, so great swim there. And second to the wall will be lane 3's St Mary's College Ponsonby B team, and Waikato Diocesan B in third. We move now to the second of the 3 time finals. Event 4, 4x50 metre medley relay for women. The second of the time finals in lane 1, Westlake Girls High School C team, 2 St Cuthbert's College A team, 3 Otago Girls High School A, 4 Westlake Girls High School B, 5, Craighead Diocesan School A. 6, Tauranga Girls College A. 7, Stratford High School A. And 8, St Andrews College A. And immediately what I notice is the interesting cap design of Stratford High School. I'm still trying to work that one out. Looks cool though. Away we go. Westlake Girls B in the middle of the pool, and it is St Andrews College with a good start in lane 8. Doing well. This is Isabella McConkey, and it is Alice Ryan in for the breaststroke for Westlake Girls B. And third sitting, I think second at the moment, Alicia Lamb from St Cuthbert's College, Epsom. But a good lead here started for St Andrews College in lane 8. In goes butterfly Emily Gelstad. And second place at the moment, lane 2, St Cuthbert's College, Hannah Piper goes in for them. Third, I would say, would be lane 6 is Shaylee Brewer from Tauranga Girls College. Just. And now the lead changes. Lane 2, it is Hannah Piper leads them through for St Cuthbert's. Second, this is Kira Allett, who will be hard to beat. Kira Allett in the freestyle. Comes through strongly. Big tall girl, and she's looking strong. And it's going to be close. Islay Boyles from St Cuthbert. Kira Allett coming through, middle of the pool. It is Julia Kim for Westlake. And lane 6, it was Kira Allett who takes it out for Tauranga Girls College A. It's a good final 50. Second goes to lane 2, St Cuthbert's. Third to Westlake Girls B. Moving now to the third and final time final of the girls 4x50 metre medley relay. And they're just beside the blocks, ready to go. Away we go, all the A teams in here. Queen's Margaret College A in 1, Waikato Diocesan School in 2, Barradine College in 3, Rangitoto College in 4, Westlake Girls High School A in 5, St Kennigan's College A in 6, Epsom Girls Grammar A in 7, Pukekohe High School A in 8. And starting well is lane 6, St Kennigan's College. Liv Peebles goes through for the backstroke. She leads them through. And second is Alexandra Campion for St Kennigan's, taking them in the breaststroke. Melissa Cowan, the New Zealand record holder, in lane 4 for Westlake Girls, the New Zealand Open record holder for the breaststroke. Had a great week last week at the Auckland Short Course Series, and she's absolutely taken a body length out of the rest of the field. And we go into the water is Charlie Toos. Sorry, that was Melissa Cowan from Rangitoto College. Charlie Toos for Rangitoto College in 4, leads the way. Westlake A in 5. Lane 6, St Kennigan's College. Some work to do here. Lane 3, this is Barradine. Amelia Bray from Barradine in 3. Mihani Van Royen from Westlake in 5. Into the water goes Summer Osborne from Rangitoto College. They're going to clean up here. Lane 3's Lanahay Connolly from Barradine is second. Anyone's for third. Zoe Crawford for Westlake Girls. Olivia Sweetman for St Kennigan's. All the way though for Rangitoto College. They're going to clean up here. And the under 16 girls. Barradine in second. Westlake Girls High School in third. Some stacked teams there. And the finish time of 1:58 is 3 seconds under the seed time, so some good times amongst that relay if you break it apart. And the results there, you can see it was about a second and a half back to Barradine and another second back to Westlake Girls High School, but close between third and fourth. We move now to event number 5, the boys 4x50 metre medley relay, and there are 2 time finals. This is the first of the time finals. First of 2 time finals, event 5. And in lane 2, St Andrews College B, 3 Mount Albert Grammar A, 4 Scots College A, 5 Napier Boys High School A, 6 Tauranga Boys College A. This is the 16 and over boys. And in lane 2, this is Harrison, this is Thomas Murray from Mount Albert Grammar leading the way. Second is Scots College Sam Kilduff. Third is Matthew Sexton from Napier Boys. Making some good headway here. And into second place is Napier Boys. Into the butterfly for Mount Albert, Carwin Lee. And for Napier Boys, this is Ryan Good. And for Scots College, Curtis Malsop. Going to the freestyle, there's not a lot in it for second and third, but it is Quinn Walden. Quinn Walden goes through for the freestyle for Mount Albert Grammar. Nothing in it for second, it is Joseph Stewart for Scots. Alex Margerison from Napier. Mount Albert Grammar A team take that one out. The first of the 2 time finals, 16-year-old boys, 4x50 metre medley relay. And results here, 1:51, which was quite a bit faster than the opening, the seed time. Move now to the second of the time finals of the 16 and over boys 4x50 metre medley relay. In lane 1 from Hamilton Boys High School, it's the B team. Lane 2, St Andrews College A team. 3, Tauranga Boys College B team. 4, Rangitoto College A. 5, Auckland Grammar School A. 6, Hamilton Boys High School A. 7, St Paul's Collegiate A. And 8, Lindisfarne College A. And the swimmers just entering the water. It is 7's Oliver Mark, who was a New Zealand age group record holder from last week's event in the 100 metres butterfly. Had a fantastic swim. And in the middle of the pool, this is Harrison Cook from Rangitoto College. Alongside him from Auckland Grammar is Ben Norton. And then go the butterflies, Andy Cheong from Rangitoto College, Joshua Drake from Auckland Grammar in 5. Great start there in lane 4 for Andy Cheong. 3 is Joe Cook. Luca Zabel's there, 7 for St Paul's Collegiate, but he's fallen off the pace a bit. Now it is lane 2's Angus Kelleher. Angus Kelleher in 2 for St Andrews. Andy Chong, in goes Samuel Potching from Rangitoto College in 4. Taiko Torepi Ormsby in 2 for St Andrews. Taiko Torepi Ormsby, the New Zealand champion for 50 metre freestyle. They're not going to catch him. Taiko Torepi Ormsby's going to take this out for St Andrews. Second's going to go to Rangitoto College, Samuel Potching. Third to Gus Shibnan from Tauranga College. And great finish there for St Andrews in 2. We move now to event number 6, the girls 4x50 metre medley relay for 16 and overs. There are 2 time finals, and alongside the blocks, the first of those time finals. Away we go in lane 2, St Margaret's College A, 3 Mount Albert Grammar School B, 4 Rangitoto College A, 5 St Paul's Collegiate A, 6 Pukekohe High School A, 7 Pakuranga College A. And pretty flat across the field, possibly lane 7 or lane 2. That is Pakuranga College's Kendall Oliver or Maisie Perriam in lane 2. And into the breaststroke leg is Grace Sito for St Margaret's in 2. Caitlin Cook from Rangitoto College in 4. And lane 7's Chloe Biddick from Pakuranga. So the work's going to be left up to the butterflies and freestylers by the looks of it. But a nice margin here for Caitlin Cook from Rangitoto. Lining up the start is Mika Herbins. In she goes for the butterfly. Second will be lane 5, third lane 2. So St Paul's Collegiate coming up. That was Laura Littlejohn in the water before. She's brought them through. Charlie's taught off for St Paul's in 5. Lane 4, this is Mika Herbins. Lane 2, this is Sienna McEwen. Lane 6 looking strong. This is Pukekohe High School's Abby Swain. And taking the lead is lane 5, St Paul's Collegiate. Away we go. This is Samantha White for St Paul's Collegiate. Away she goes. And being chased strongly by Maya Clare from Pukekohe and Carissa Billington. This is going to be a close one, but coming through lane 6, Pukekohe High School 18. Maya Clare is going to win it. This is the first of the time finals, first of 2. And a good comeback there for Pukekohe High School. 2:07 for that time. That was 7 seconds underneath the list time. Move now to the second of 2 time finals for the girls 4x50 metre medley relay. 16 years and over. Lane 1 from Waikato Dotterson School B. 2, the Westlake Girls High School A team. Lane 3, the Epsom Girls Grammar School A team. 4, Waikato Dotterson School A. 5, St Peter's School A in Cambridge. 6, Mount Maunganui College A. 7, Mount Albert Grammar School A. And 8, St Andrews College A. And a very, very flat start to this event. Pretty even indeed. Lane 2 gets them there first. Westlake Girls High School, Chloe Seaman. Into the water, Cassidy Caldecott for Westlake Girls A. And we'll look across the pool. In lane 4, it is Hannah Morgan of Waikato Dotterson. Lane 6 doing well. This is Zyleka Pratt-Smith. Zyleka Pratt-Smith from Mount Maunganui is coming through strongly. A body length lead for them as they head into the butterfly with Lily Cooney. Lily Cooney gets away. Sarah Wilson from Waikato Dotterson 4 just behind. In lane 5 it is Caitlin Flynn for St Peter's School in Cambridge. I think 1, 2 and 3 sewn up here with the 16 and over girls 4x50 medley relay. Close indeed between Lily Cooney in 6 and Sarah Wilson in 4. It's going to come down to the freestylers. Gina McCarthy for Waikato Dotterson in 4. Kasia Stokes for Mount Maunganui. Gina McCarthy's a seasoned racer. She won't let it go from here. Danielle Joblin in lane 5 for St Peter's. Maybe she could sneak a second. Danielle Joblin coming strongly at second place. Can Kasia Stokes hold on? McCarthy takes the win for Waikato Dotterson. Second goes to St Peter's. A good finish there for Danielle Joblin and Kasia Stokes, and the Mount Maunganui team, college team, coming in third. We'll be right back after a short break.
From the schoolyard to the stadium, Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success on a local, regional and national level for over 20 years. We're proud to support New Zealand's sporting organisations and communities up and down the country. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance, with expert advice and local service. From quote to claim management, we're with you every step of the way. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
Welcome back to the 2020 New Zealand Secondary School Champs here at Waterworld in Hamilton, live on Sky Sport Next YouTube channel. And we move now to event number 7, the 4x100 metre freestyle relay for boys under 16. There are 2 time finals, and beside the block, the first of those time finals. Three teams in this event. In lane 3, Rangitoto College A. Lane 4 is New Plymouth Boys High School A. And lane 5, Hamilton Boys High School B. And kicking off is Paul Kim from Rangitoto, Oscar Rust from New Plymouth, and Elijah Singleton from Hamilton Boys. 4 lengths of the pool each for these swimmers. They need to watch their changeovers. They don't want to DQ the team, but they also don't want to be a very, very slow starter. And there are 2 here, so these 3 teams will be wanting to swim as fast as they possibly can to try and get ahead of the teams in the next race. Leading the charge, these 3rd swimmers here. This is Arthur Makaroff-Patton for Rangitoto College, Dylan Kowalowski from New Plymouth, and Cameron Roberts from Hamilton Boys in lane 5. And final swimmers ready to go, Caleb Wyatt, Rogan Pinto and Vincent Creswell. Now, watching the touches, you'll see their arms come down to generally the fastest of the relay swimmers will go last. Sometimes they can go first. The 2nd fastest generally goes first. The 3rd and 4th go somewhere in the middle. But often you can get a swimmer that probably swims better in a relay, can perform better in a relay, that can maybe be on paper slower, but can perform always faster in the relay. So they often end up being first or last. Coming through the final lap here, it is going to be lane 4's New Plymouth Boys A team, who's going to take out the first of the 2-time finals here for the under 16-year-old boys. 4 by 100 metre freestyle relay, so 4 lengths of the pool each. In he comes, and that's Rogan Pinto for New Plymouth. Alongside the blocks is the 2nd of 2-time finals of the boys 4 by 100 metre freestyle relay. In lane 1, Auckland Grammar School B team. 2, Palmerston North Boys B team. 3, Palmerston North Boys A team. In lane 4, Auckland Grammar School A team. 5, Hamilton Boys A. 6, Mount Albert Grammar A. 7, St Kentigern's College A, and 8, St John's College in Hamilton A. And great start in lane 3, that is Alex Odom from Palmerston North A. Leads them through by, let's have a look at it, by a whole second. And second place was lane 6, that is Mount Albert Grammar A, Tito Tipi. Powering through, Alex Odom. He's got a good handy lead for his team here. They'll be pleased about that. Lane 7 going particularly well too, St Kentigern's College James Crosby. But nice start there in lane 6. That is that's Hunter Dobson. Really good streamline and breakout, and comes out now sitting in second place and challenging first. Alexander Willis here for Palmerston North Boys A. In the middle of the pool, you've got Auckland Grammar A, Edward Joe, and 5 Hamilton Boys, Hunter Reid. Pretty flat across the field. This is going to be an interesting relay. 2 more swimmers to swim. And a good solid swim here from Hunter Dobson of Mount Albert Grammar School. He leads them through into the second 200. They go through in 1:51.54. So the good thing about that, if you're leading the relay, it spurs the other swimmers on, brings out their best performance for them. And as we touched on, some of these swimmers, varying degrees of training, and whether they're at a club or a water polo, or it'd be good to understand sort of what percentage of these swimmers are swimming for a competitive swimming club. Most might be training in a swimming club to train for another sport, perhaps, but most of the top swimmers will be training quite a number of sessions per week for a competitive swim club. And looking across, that lead changed again now to Cole Phillips of Palmerston North A. Just on his shoulder there is Luke here from Grammar School, Auckland Grammar, and they go off together. Lane 6, this is Quinn Walden. Quinn Walden for Mount Albert Grammar A in 6. Lane 4, Auckland Grammar, Oliver Sargison. Just starting to get a little bit of a lead in lane 4. But big challenge here from Quinn Walden from Mount Albert Grammar. Mount Albert Grammar versus Auckland Grammar, the old showdown. The 2 big powerhouse schools in Auckland, 2 of them. Quinn Walden can sniff a win here. Oliver Sargison trying his best to hold on. He's looking and breathing the other way. The team's going crazy at the end of the pool. Mount Albert Grammar in lane 6 with Quinn Walden. Quinn Walden's going to get there too. What a leg from him. Not enough from Oliver Sargison. Just 0.3 of a second in it. Auckland Grammar second. Hamilton Boys High School with David So coming in 3rd. That's a great last 100 for David So. Shutting out Palmerston North Boys A. Move now to event number 8, and this is the girls 4x100 metre freestyle relay for under 16s. There are 3 timed finals, and beside the blocks, the first of those timed finals. In lane 3 is the Waikato Dawson School B team. Lane 4, St Mary's College Ponsonby B team. And lane 5, Tauranga Girls College A team. This is Taimana Randall from Tauranga Girls College in lane 5. She's got a nice handy lead over lane 4, St Mary's College from Ponsonby, their B team. And that's in the water is Ariel Pakenham. Brooke Leader from Waikato Dawson B in lane 3. And in we go is Brianna McTavish Huruai. And for St Mary's College is Molly Sadgrove. Harriet Valanoweth is in lane 3 for Waikato Dawson. Coming through to the final 50 for lane 5. This is Jessica Pilbrow from Tauranga Girls College. She's going to come through to finish. Their time of 4:36.16 is going to be, well, it's going to be well underneath that. This is the first of 3 timed finals in the under 16 girls 4x100 metre freestyle relay. They come into touch. 4:22.03, that's a great time. Move now to the second of the 3 time finals of the girls 4x100 metre freestyle relay. Lane 2 from Stratford High School A. And lane 3, St Cuthbert's College A. Lane 4, Westlake Girls High School B. Lane 5, Craighead Dawson School A. Lane 6, St Mary's College Ponsonby A. And lane 7, St Andrews College A team. So the 100 metre freestyle, often a long sprint. There's not a huge amount of pacing there. You tend to not want to give it 100% in the first 50. You probably want to give it near on 90 to 95% in the first 50. And then the third length is critical in a 100 metre freestyle. Often the one that's left out a little bit slow. So often in a 100 freestyle, coaches will tell swimmers that you literally turn at the 50 and then you give it everything you've got from that point on. You know that in that last length of a 25-metre pool, you're gonna be drawn home anyway. But it's that third 25 often that the swimmers need to focus on. And in lane 6 here, this is St Mary's College A. This is Anna Lepore here, the second swimmer away. And over there in lane 2, that is Madison Maddock from Stratford High School, with good leads over the rest of the field, the middle lanes. Coming into the third swimmers now. Lane 6 will welcome to the water Molly Roger. And Eva Magooch is in lane 2. Neck and neck across the field for Stratford High School. Where's this coming from? This is great. Lane 6, this is St Mary's College Ponsonby, their A team. And coming up in lane 4 now is Westlake Girls High School B team. This is Zara Wilson. Michaela Pocock for Westlake Girls High School in lane 4, coming home. In lane 6 we have Mia Elsmore for St Mary's, and in lane 2 Bailey Robinson from Stratford. That lead changing a number of times. Mia Elsmore for St Mary's leads the way in timed final number 2. But don't forget about, there is a range of hoodies and long sleeve t-shirts for the New Zealand Secondary School Champs, so you can check them out at the Teamline store at the end of the grandstand. And winning that heat is St Mary's. Second goes to Stratford. Third to Craighead. Well done to them. Just shutting Westlake B out of the medals here. So those apparel, the long sleeve tees and the hoodies for the New Zealand Secondary School Champs. Go and grab yourself some memorabilia from the Teamline team. We move now to the third of 3 time finals for the girls under 16 4x100 metre freestyle relay. Lane 1, Waikato Diocesan School A. 2, Westlake Girls A. 3, Queen Margaret A. 4, St Kennigan's A. 5, Rangitoto A. 6, Barradine A. 7, Epsom Girls A. And 8, Pukekohe High School A. Melissa Cowan in lane 5 leads them away for Rangitoto College. There's Isabel Campion in 4 for St Kennigan's. Pippa Nicol for Queen Margaret in 3. Melissa Cowan leads them through. She's had meet of her life last week with New Zealand Open records at just 15 years old. next into the water for Rangitoto College, Gabrielle Doyle. Olivia Sweetman from St Kennigan's in 4. Anika Yeldon from Queen Margaret in 3. No lead change yet. Still Rangitoto College leads the way. Second, Queen Margaret. Falling away a little bit is Olivia Sweetman. But we're only 50 metres into this leg, and in fact, Sweetman starting to surge up again. Let's have a look. In fact, Sweetman coming up on second now. She's going to take over Anika Yeldon. But going strong at the front here is Gabrielle Doyle for Rangitoto College. Miles back to 4th through 8th. In fact, Tyler McNaughton for Pukekohe is in 4th. Into the water goes Charlie Toos for Rangitoto College. Alexandra Campion for St Kennigan's in 3. Jade Morrison from Queen Margaret in 3, sorry. 4 is Alexandra Campion. Looking strong at the moment, Rangitoto College. We've got Summer Osborne yet to come. Liv Peebles in the middle of the pool will be the last swimmer for St Kent's. Beatrice Fordham Duncan will be the last swimmer for Queen Margaret. Pressure's on these final girls to win it for their school. Neck and neck here between St Kennigan's and Rangitoto College. Coming down to the final 100 here for Summer Osborne and Liv Peebles. Into the water they go. It's going to be close. Neck and neck at the first 25. Quite a margin now back to third. Beatrice Fordham Duncan of Queen Margaret. Liv Peebles doing a great job of this first 50. A quarter of a body length at the moment over Summer Osborne from Rangitoto. The Auckland schools here. Peebles looking over to her left and right. She knows what she's got to do. Summer Osborne, can she pull it back? She's right there, nothing in it. They turn together. The girls going crazy at the end of the pool. Liv Peebles seem to have a better turn there and out of the wall. But a challenge from Summer Osborne. Summer Osborne coming back for Rangitoto. They're going to take it. Rangitoto College take it by 0.4 of a second. St Kennigan's in second. Queen Margaret College in third. What a great race and great relay for the girls under 16 4x100 metre freestyle relay. Just look at that finish there on the replay. It was that final 12.5 metres from Summer Osborne that got their team through. And we'll be back right after this break.
Challenge yourself this summer at the Banana Boat Ocean Swim Series. Distances to suit all abilities. And this year hosting the New Zealand Secondary School Champs. So much more than a swim. Enter at oceanswim.co.nz.
Welcome back to the 2020 New Zealand Secondary School Champs here live on Sky Sport Next YouTube channel from Waterworld here in Hamilton. And we move now to event number 9, the 4x100 metre freestyle relay for boys 16 and over. There are 2 timed finals, and beside the block, the first of those timed finals. Lane 2, Hamilton Boys High School B. 3, Lindisfarne College A. 4, Mount Albert Grammar School A. 5, Tauranga Boys College B. 6, St Andrews College B. Nice start in lane 2 there by Caleb Thomas. He goes through in 55.5 for Hamilton Boys High School B. This is Caleb Parsons for Hamilton Boys High School B. Second place at the moment, Jake Stevens, Lindisfarne College in 3. And Tony Tua Tagaloa in 4 for Mount Albert Grammar A team. Final swimmers into the water, Max Roberts for Hamilton Boys High School B in lane 2. Marshall Soanes from Lindisfarne in 3. And 4, Mount Albert Grammar School's Thomas Murray. And leading the way at the moment is Marshall Soanes from Lindisfarne. Strong second 50 here in lane 4 of Thomas Murray from Mount Albert Grammar. He's going to clean up, I think, in this final 25. Here he comes. Thomas Murray will win this first time final for Mount Albert Grammar A. Second will go to Lindisfarne. And could be a close finish here. Lane 6 perhaps coming through for St Andrews. No, it was Hamilton Boys B, who gets there for third. We move now to the second and final time final of the boys 16 and over 4x100 metre freestyle relay. In lane 1, Scots College A, 2 Hamilton Boys A, 3 Rangitoto College 3. In lane 3, 4 Tauranga Boys College A, lane 5 St Andrews College A, 6, Auckland Grammar School A, 7, St Paul's Collegiate A, 8, Napier Boys High School A. Now you look in the middle of the field, that's Tarquin Magna in lane 4, Angus Callagher in lane 5, and out here in lane 7 is Samuel Peoples, who's having a blinder. Lane 7, Samuel Peoples, St Paul's Collegiate. Let's look at the time here. The middle lane's getting an absolute spanking over the first 100. Here we go, into the wall. 49.89. Great start for Samuel Peoples. And that was Oliver Myatt, who went in second, the 13-year-old, who would have set them off well indeed. And Luca Zabel for St Paul's Collegiate. That margin starting to close now, and lane 4 coming through is Joe Cook. In lane 2, that's Cale Twist. Or maybe it's, no, it's Cale Twiston now. Joe Cook in there in lane 4. I was a bit early. Lane 7, we've got Lucas Zabel. Doing a great job out there in lane 2. This is Cale Twist for Hamilton Boys High School A. 50 metres to swim for these swimmers, then the 100 to finish. Taiko Torepi Ormsby lines up. He's in great form in lane 5 for St Andrews. The final swimmer, alongside him, Gus Shivnan. Ben Littlejohn finishing things off for St Paul's Collegiate. This is going to be a close one, everyone. And away we go in lane 2. Dominic Faulkner will take them Hamilton Boys High School out. Gus Shivnan in 4. Taiko Torepi Ormsby in 5. Ben Littlejohn in 7. Let's watch what unfolds here. Dominic Faulkner leads the way. Watching over at him is Gus Shivnan from Mount Maunganui in 4. Bit of work to do for Taiko Torepi Ormsby and Littlejohn in 7. Perhaps too much, a body length behind. Oh, so maybe we've had a change there. Littlejohn perhaps led out the way. Different in the program, but here's it going to be fast. Coming in with a fast finish in lane 2. Who's going to get second? No, Gus Shivnan holds on to second for Tauranga Boys College. Taiko Torepi Ormsby brings the St Andrews College team home third. And got us all seriously confused with Ben Littlejohn starting in a 49.82. So well done to those boys. We move now to the final event of this evening's first session of the New Zealand Secondary School Champs. This is event 10, the 4x100 metre freestyle relay for girls 16 and over. There are 2 timed finals, and beside the blocks, the first of those finals. In lane 2 from St Margaret's College, it's the A team. In 3, Rangitoto College A team. 4, Waikato Diocesan School B team. 5, Pakuranga College A. 6, Mount Albert Grammar School B. 7, Epsom Girls Grammar School A. This is St Margaret's, no, Rangitoto College. Chantal Rapley in the water at the moment. Second in lane 5, Pakuranga College's Kendall Oliver, and alongside her in 6th is Lucy Woodall from Mount Albert Grammar. Third swimmer's in the water now. So this is leading in lane 5 is Ella Crow from Pakuranga College. Lane 6, this is Mina Ren Flitsiki. And lane 3, Mika Herbans from Rangitoto College. Trailing at the minute is Waikato Dawson School, Xanthi Wainui Mako. And away we go. Final swimmers, final 100 metres. Lane 5, this is Caitlin Green. Remember, these teams want to swim as fast as they possibly can to see if they can get on the podium with a faster time final coming up next. Beautiful technician here, Caitlin Green, sitting nice and high in the water. Nice relaxed arm recovery, good stroke rate. Half a length in front almost. Second, we move back to lane 3's Rangitoto College A team. But no one's going to stop the Pakuranga College A team coming through to win the first of the time finals. Go into the wall 4:09.10, which is 5 seconds under their entry time. Second, a nice finish there by lane 4's Hannah Morgan to get second. And lane 3's Rangitoto College getting third. Final race of session number 1 here, the 2020 New Zealand Secondary School Champs. It is the second of the time finals for the girls, 16 and over, 4x100 metre freestyle relay. In lane 1 is the Pukekohe High School A team. Lane 2, Mount Albert Grammar A. 3, St Peter's School A. 4, Waikato Dawson School A. 5, Mount Maunganui College A. 6, Westlake Girls High School A. 7, St Paul's Collegiate A. And 8, St Andrews College A. Now looking across the field, we have lane 7. This is Laura Littlejohn coming out firing. Be interested to see what time she does. Laura Littlejohn well out in front for St Paul's Collegiate, giving them a great start. Molly Shivnan in 5. Amelia Glover in 4 for Waikato Dawson. Danielle Joblin in 3 for St Peter's. In she comes. Let's look for the time. Laura Littlejohn. 53.92. That is a New Zealand age group 16-year-old record for Laura Littlejohn, leading out in 53.92. And we'll catch a word with her after this relay. So Laura Littlejohn, New Zealand's 16-year-old age group record, will catch a word with her after the relay. She's pretty ecstatic too. Surprised, but very, very happy. And she set her team away in a great way with a New Zealand age group record. And this is Nikita Coleman, the 16-year-old from St Paul's Collegiate, leads the way, but now that gap closing. Zyleka Pratt-Smith is second for Mount Maunganui. Kelly Lewis, second for Waikato Dawson. Caitlin Flynn is holding on to, I think moving into second now. And into the water goes Samantha White for St Paul's Collegiate. Lily Cooney for Mount Maunganui in lane 5. Savannah Burke for St Peter's in 3. The second 50 of the third swimmer. This is Lily Cooney in lane 5, leading the way for Mount Maunganui College. Starts meeting business. This is Talita McEwen for Mount Maunganui College, a very accomplished swimmer. Seen her develop from when she was 8 years old, 9 years old, now 14 years old. Talita McEwen will anchor home the Mount Maunganui College team, well out in front at the moment. Lane 4, Waikato Dawson coming through. Gina McCarthy pulling them through for a second perhaps. Jade Houston from St Peter's is bringing their team home for a third. Talita McEwen coming home in a great time. 3:53, which is just underneath their entry time. Medal ceremony starting immediately after this event. Make sure you're over there. Team managers, we ask you to get your swimmers over to the medal ceremony area as soon as possible, please. And we're going to catch a word with the New Zealand age group record holder, Laura Littlejohn. Find out how that swim went. Here, Laura Littlejohn kicked off the relay for St Paul's Collegiate, and what a way to do that. Laura, you must be happy.
Oh, I'm over the moon. I knew I had it in me, and I was working towards that last week. Unfortunately, I didn't get there, but really, really stoked to do it this time.
Erica Fairweather talked about sort of the pressure being off in the relays. Do you think that's helped sort of get some of these times through?
I say more so I put the pressure on myself, from myself. But doing it in a relay, does help because you know you're doing it for teammates as well.
Was that something you were aiming for tonight, to try and get that record?
Yeah, that's, it was my main goal. It was why I didn't swim the 400. And yeah, I'm so stoked that the decision paid off.
Now the open record at 53.5, 53.6, only 0.3 of a second off that New Zealand open record. So that must be the next one for you to put your eyes on?
Yeah, I mean, I'd heard I was close to it. I didn't know I was that close. But yeah, definitely got 100 free tomorrow, I think. So we'll see if I can better myself again.
We look forward to seeing that. Well done. Laura Littlejohn, round of applause for her, New Zealand age group record holder. I'd like to thank all the technical officials for their time and attention tonight. Please put your hands together for our wonderful group of volunteers as they leave the pool deck. Next up will be the medal ceremony for the events we have watched tonight. And so we're waiting on the swimmers to make their way over swiftly to the medal ceremony area. If the managers of those teams can help us do that, that would be great. We will be kicking off with event 1 medal ceremony, going through the age groups of the 400-metre freestyle for boys. But what a way to start the first session of this 2020 New Zealand Secondary School Championships here in Hamilton. 2 New Zealand age group records from 2 very talented swimmers. Erica Fairweather in 4:02 for the 400-metre freestyle for the 16-year-old New Zealand age group record. She is the junior world champion. She's had such a fantastic championship last week at the New Zealand short course champs, and now brings that form into another week of racing. This is great to see. And Laura Littlejohn in the starting leg of that 4x100-metre freestyle relay goes out with a blindingly quick 53.9, which just a shadow over the open record, which is so encouraging at 16 years of age. The talent coming through in the women's event at 16, and also in the men's. Sam Brown in there, he's one to watch. And so the first will be the 400-metre freestyle boys. And we wait for an indication from officials to get underway with that. And presenting medals this evening will be Andrew Jeffcoat, the Pukekohe Swim Club team manager for Mount Albert. Had an outstanding week himself at the Auckland Short Course Series last week, broke long-standing New Zealand Open records for the 50 backstroke twice, the 100 backstroke and 200 backstroke, and competed at the 2018 World Short Course Championships in China. So welcome along here, Andrew. Congratulations for last week. We're sorry we couldn't see you down here doing those swims down here, but great to see those bars being lowered in those backstroke events. So that's Andrew Jeffcoat presenting medals this evening. We'll be back with the medal ceremonies right after this break.
Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success for over 20 years. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance. Expert advice and local service. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
One day.
It's why we're going to Epic. See you in Taupo.
Challenge yourself this summer at the Banana Boat Ocean Swim Series. Distances to suit all abilities. And this year hosting the New Zealand Secondary School Champs. So much more than a swim. Enter at oceanswim.co.nz.
Welcome back to the 2020 New Zealand Secondary School Champs here live on skysportnext YouTube channel here at Waterworld in Hamilton. A great first session of racing, and we move to the medal ceremonies for those events, starting with event number 1, the age groups of the boys 400 metres freestyle. We start with that age group, and in second place in 4:14.70 from Botany Downs Secondary College, Leo Arrowsmith. Winning the gold medal in 4:14.29 from Linfield College, Kevin Zhang. Nice work. We move now to the 14-year-old boys in third place, 4:17.71 from St Kentigern's College, James Crosby. Second place in 4:17.40 from Gisborne Boys High School, Angus Blair. And winning in 4:17.29 from Westlake Boys High School, Lan Hamblin-O. Moving now to the 15-year-old boys 400-metre freestyle medal ceremony. Third place, 4:13.62 from Hastings Boys High School, Jaden Wilson. Second place in 4:12.15 from Lincoln High School, Hugo Rothel. And winning in 4:03.75 from King's College, Hugo Batchelor. Nice work there. We move to the 16-year-old boys 400-metre freestyle. In third place in 4:08.93 from Tauranga Boys College, Gus Shivnan. Second place in 4:06.23 from Hamilton Boys High School, Dominic Faulkner. And winning in 3:57.65 from Rongotai College, Sam Brown. Now to the 17-18-year-old boys 400-metre freestyle. Third place in 3:53.64 from Scots College, Joseph Stewart. Second place in 3:53.69 from Tawa College, Bronson Lloyd. And winning in 3:51.91 from St Paul's Collegiate, Ben Littlejohn. Medals presented by New Zealand Open record holder of the 50, 100 and 200 metre backstroke, Andrew Jeffcoat. Moving now to event 2, the girls 400 metre freestyle, starting with the 13-year-old girls. In third place in 4:41.69 from Waikato Diocesan School, Sophie Hay. Second place in 4:35.92 from Mount Maunganui College, Monique Bartlett. And winning in 4:33.69 for Maclean's College, Danielle Asiata. Moving now to the 14-year-old girls. In third place in 4:28.95 from Dawson School for Girls, Eva Allen. Second place in 4:28.91 from Wellington East Girls College, Neve Tassika. And winning in 4:21.44 from Mount Maunganui College, Talita McEwen. Moving to the 15-year-old girls in third place, 4:27.90 from ACG Tauranga, Lucy Bartlett. Second in 4:26.38 from Queen Margaret College, Pippa Nicol. And winning in 4:23.64 from Tauranga Girls College, Kira Allett. Moving now to the 16-year-old girls, 400-metre freestyle. Third place in 4:30.13 from Otago Girls High School, Madison Wills. In second place in 4:29.99 from Sacred Heart Girls College, Jordan Williams. And winning in 4:02.62 in a New Zealand 16-year-old age group record from Kavanagh College, Erica Fairweather. Seventeen, 18-year-old girls 400-metre freestyle medal ceremony. Third place, 4:30.43 from Morrinsville College, Jordan Rogers. In second place in 4:22.73 from Mount Maunganui College, Molly Shibnan. And winning in 4:18.83 from Waikato Diocesan, Gina McCarthy. We move now to event number 3, the 4x50 metre Medley men's relay, or boys relay for under 16. In third place in 1:53.19, the Hamilton Boys High School A team. In second place is the Palmerston North Boys High School A team. And winning is the Auckland Grammar School A team of Luke Hare, Jackson Kennard, Oliver Sargison and Edward Joe. And quick photos with the lads for the boys under 16 medley relay medalists. And we move now to event 4, the girls under 16 4x50 metre medley relay. In third place in 2 minutes .49, the Westlake Girls High School A team. In second place in 1:59.56 is the Barradine College A team. And winning in a time of 1:58.17, Rangitoto College A team of Gabrielle Doyle, Melissa Cowan, Charlie Toos and Summer Osborne. Medals being presented by the 50, 100, 200 metre open backstroke record holder Andrew Jeffcoat and team manager down here this week team manager for the Mount Albert team. And move now to event number 5. This is the boys 16 and over 4x50 metre medley relay. In third place in 1:48.08, Tauranga Boys College B team. In second place in 1:47.05 from Rangitoto College, it's their A team. And in winning their medal, 1:46.53 is St Andrews College A team. And this is Connor Barr, Cameron Slee, Angus Kelleher and Taiko Torepi Ormsby. Moving on to the women's 16 and over 4x50 metre medley relay now in third place in 2:72 from Mount Maunganui College. It's their A team. In second place in 2:44, it's the St Peter's School A team. And winning the event in 1:58.72, the Waikato Diocesan School A team. It's Holly Isaac, Hannah Morgan, Sarah Wilson and Gina McCarthy. Moving now to event number 7, the boys under 16 4x100 metre freestyle relay. In third place in 3:46.81, it's the Hamilton Boys High School A team. In second place in 3:43.16, the Auckland Grammar School A team. And winning the gold medals in 3:42.83, the Mount Albert Grammar School A team. Tito Tipi, Hunter Dobson, Sebastian Taku and Quinn Walden. Move now to event 8, the girls under 16 4x100 metre freestyle relay. In third place, in 4:04.81, Queen Margaret College A team. Second place in 3:55.52, the St Kennigan College A team. And winning in 3:55.12, Rangitoto College A team. That is Melissa Cowan, Gabrielle Doyle, Charlie Toos and Summer Osborne. Now to event 9, the boys 16 and over 4x100 metre freestyle relay ceremony. Third place in 3:32.65, St Andrews College A team. In second place in 3:32.62, Tauranga Boys College A team. And winning in 3:32.18, the Hamilton Boys High School A team. Move to the final medal ceremony of this evening's session. Event number 10, the girls 16 and over 4x100 metre freestyle relay. In third place in 3:57.66, St Peter's School of Cambridge A. In second place in 3:55.68, the Waikato Diocesan School A team. And winning in 3:55.33, the Mount Maunganui College A team. Well, that concludes session number 1 of 6 of the 2020 New Zealand Secondary School Championships here live on Sky Sport Next YouTube channel from Waterworld in Hamilton. A great session of racing with Erica Fairweather breaking the 400 metre girls New Zealand record for 16-year-olds and Laura Littlejohn breaking the 100 metre freestyle 16-year-old New Zealand record in the front of the relay. Great to see. Join us tomorrow morning for session number 2, 10 past 8. Thanks for joining us.